I'm Niels.
And I'm Eelco.
And we're from Framer, and Framer is a code-based design tool, and today we're going to talk about and give a little bit of a demo what Framer is and why people should use it. Currently, a lot of interface and UX design is heading more towards animation design and not only just static flat files that you deliver, but also not only how it's supposed to look, but how it's supposed to work. And Framer is a perfect tool for that, to create animations and interactions the way they would look on the platforms you're designing them for.
Nice base, huh? So I'm Eelco, and Niels is over there. He's going to jump in later. And as Nick said, we are from Amsterdam, from Framer. Framer is a prototyping tool, which is a design tool, because our motto at Framer is prototyping is just design. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So first off, it's a great time to be a designer right now, because there are lots of tools on the market that help you with prototyping, digital interactive design. So there's a whole landscape, and what the tools mainly differ in is their approach to how you set it up, like simple drag and drop, several components, clicking, noodle based, and there's a whole scale of different flexibilities in the tools, but also different complexity. So Framer is a code-based tool, so you need to program a bit to make it work. So we live up right on the top of the complexity scale a bit, so there's definitely a learning curve. But we also really believe in code, and because it offers also the most flexibility, and I'm gonna show some things about it. And we're working hard to push down, nice animation, push down the complexity, and we have some great features for that, which we also gonna show off. Niels is gonna demo later. So what can you make with Framer? So because it's code and because it's based on web technology, you can do lots of stuff with real data. So you can, for instance, pull in data from maps, or use Firebase or another online database as a backend, even for simple prototyping stuff, and even to get something in. Facebook did a prototype where they also used like a Facebook login and pulled in friends list just to make like a really engaging user test with real data. There's also people doing using, again, web APIs, Internet of Things stuff. There's a London meetup of Framer actually, which often features like prototypes using Internet of Things stuff, like a light switches and all these things. So definitely check that out if you have some time. Furthermore, if you want to do something like simply connect a couple of screens, we got you covered as well. We have the flow components where you can drop in your designs, import them from Sketch or Photoshop or Figma, and it will automatically make long pages will be scrollable, or if they're wide, they're also scrollable. And you can build linear flows, just connect several pages, but also non-linear flows where you have like a menu overlay or an alert or things like that. Framer is also suitable not only for mobile design, but for web and desktop design. The app features like a detachable canvas, so you're not constrained. You can use the whole screen for your prototype and work with it. So yeah, and when you done with your work or you want some feedback, there's Framer Cloud, so you can save to the cloud, and you get a link you can share with anybody, so your boss, your colleagues, your client, for approval feedback. And you have a nice dashboard where you have all your designs, and also the old versions of the designs, which you can link to. So that's Framer Cloud. And now to dive into the product a bit more, here's Niels.
So what we see here is Framer. This is just a text editor. You can type in it, and on the right side you have a live preview of your prototype. And we integrate, as Eelco said, really nicely with Sketch and other visual design tools that produce static designs. Well, here I have recreated the camera app of iOS, and I can import those static designs into Framer. And then it will create every layer as a layer inside of Framer. And as you can see here in the middle, you have. Is this visible in the back? The middle? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the layer structure that you have in Sketch will be represented inside of Framer as well. And what you can then do is add some states to change the layers around visually, because I can write this in code, but it's a much better way to drag stuff around if you want to position stuff, or you can adjust the scale here, and there's a whole property panel here with all the properties that you can edit and modify. So let's place this a bit in the middle and move the tab bar out of the way and move the navigation bar out of the way. And what I did now is created a couple of states. I'm going to give them a different name because this is still code. I can just edit it as I go. I'm going to call this one large, this one hidden, and this one, let's call it hidden as well. And now I created a bunch of states, and I'm going to add an event to photo. So if I click on the photo, something happens. And what I want to happen is that there's an animation to the next state. So now, if I click on the photo, it moves towards the state I visually defined. And I can do exactly the same thing with the navigation bar and the tab bar as well. So they move out of the way when I click the photo as well. So as you see here, I created this pretty simple interaction, and I only use visual tools to do that. But if you want to, you can still dive into the code. And if you know a bit of code, you might be able to change things a lot faster, or you can use it as a tool to learn how to code. But what's really nice is that you can also tweak more things than that you might not know about. So, for example, this one is the photo one. This animation is a bit dull, right? It just moves simple. So I can change that into a spring to make it a bit more bouncy, and I can just tweak it a bit to make it even more bouncy. And because I get a live preview directly here, it's really easy to see if I got what I wanted. And in the meanwhile, Framer is generating the code to do all this stuff for me. I can also change the timing a bit on these animations. And this gives you the opportunity to actually play around and see what happens if you just change some random things. For example, if I added this photo and I said, well, let's just rotate it around. I can just see what happens if I animate to that state, right? And well, this is maybe not the best design ever, but it's interesting to iterate on this and to see what different results you will get if you just play around with it. So that's the little demo I wanted to give. I encourage you all to just go and try it out yourself. So that was just a little quick example with a really simple interaction. But people are actually building real products with Framer. For example, Bradley Ryan from Uber, one of their designers, basically recreated their whole app within Framer, so they can easily tweak different interaction, different stuff of their prototype. This might look like the real app of Uber, but this is a Framer prototype. This is just like stuff they create. And Min-Sung Choi from Google, they used it to design Gboard to test out ideas, and because it requires zero engineering effort, they can really quickly iterate on their designs and test them out. And well, what Eelco earlier talked about, George Kiedenberg from Facebook used it to design the interactions on live video, and they used real data. People logged in with their Facebook account, so not random people are giving these likes and reacting here, but like the faces and names of people the users would actually know. And that allowed for really accurate feedback and made the transition from design to engineering much easier. What's also great about Framer is that we have a really big and nice community. Eelco already talked a bit about the meetups all over the world. We're hosting one in London every month or every week. Regularly. Be sure, if you want to learn Framer, just sign up for the Facebook post. Don't be shy to ask questions, because usually, like a designer that has tried out Framer and is just like a week ahead of you will help you out, because he just went to the same problems that you are having. And it's an amazing place to learn. Everyone has to overcome the same hurdles, and that's why you can relate to those people. We at Framer believe that code really is the best tool designers are not using yet. And it's also a great way to design with development in mind, because we're not just designing random products, we're designing stuff to be built. And if we are able to communicate better to the developers what we want to have built, it's really great to tighten that bond and to enhance that relation. If you want to know more, go to framer.com. Glug London here is a promo code for 2 months off Framer Plus. So that's really nice if you want to try it out. You get 8 hours trial, or 20 today, for free, but here you can just try the full months. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to come up to me or Eelco later on, and we'll chat a bit. Thank you very much.